Alright, hello and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be playing the 2S1 Gvozdika, which was a recently added SPG to the Soviet tech tree at battle rating 6.0. Now the Gvozdika is very similar to what we already have in the game in the 2S3M. It just has a bit of a smaller gun, I believe a bit of a shorter reload, and it also lacks a machine gun. Today we're just going to be taking it out, seeing how it is, and yeah, that's about it. Alright, for our first battle here, we are on American Desert, and it looks like they've changed quite a lot. It seems like they may have even changed the entire color palette for this map. But regardless, I'm going to go into the city where there probably has been a bit fewer changes done. So yeah, we're going to see how we do here. Currently, I believe, I don't actually know what tier we're at. If we quickly check the map, we're at, I believe, I'm going to say 6-3 or 6-7. Shouldn't be exactly the worst experience, but then again, I'm not really sure how good the HE round on this thing is, so everything's going to be a try. I do have a couple of heat rounds loaded as safety, just in case we see a King Tiger or something, but hopefully the HE would be enough to deal with all targets that we see today. Alright, so it seems like there is some form of tank in front of this T-44 here, who I can't really shoot, but it might be dealt with now, so I won't have to be doing that. Sounds like there's also someone in front of me. The reverse gear on this thing isn't too bad. Minus 10 kilometers an hour is not too terrible, and we do see the guy here, but unfortunately he has been killed by a teammate now, so I won't be able to go after him. Now the way you use this tank presumably is you just shoot right below the turrets of enemy tanks or below the actual tank, but that's a bit more risky because that's where you can kind of get into the crew compartment and overpressure them if you're lucky, of course. Now we're going to try and slowly maneuver around here. This thing isn't exactly too slow, so luckily you know, you do get around the place relatively quickly, and it seems like they've also changed the sounds for the update. So I'm able to locate these tanks a bit easier than before, I think. I'm not quite sure. This is my first battle I've played today, so we'll have to experience it for ourselves, I guess. Now, I don't really want to expose myself to the spawn here too much. That leads to getting shot, and that is not nice. So instead, I'm going to go right back here into this area and try and engage whatever tank this here is. This looks like it's a jumbo, so we're just going to quickly get rid of him. That guy just got shot in the side as well, I think, so I don't really want to stay here. Instead, we're just going to silently push over here. Tracks sound really pronounced now. I'm not sure if it was like this before. Now they've got a very distinct sound. They sound more like tracks. Yeah, I mean, can't really describe it more than that. But anyway, let's just try and see what tank there is here in front of us. That's not the tank that I hear, so let's quickly run away, because there's actually someone like right in front here. Sounds like it's, I don't know, some form of American heavy tank, I'm going to assume. Don't really know if I want to deal with that right now. But so far we've had pretty good luck with the 3OF 56, I mean, HE rounds, so hopefully that just continues. Now I do hear somebody else here as well now. Don't know who they are though. Facing Israel, so it could be a Centurion. But yeah, I don't really know. So I am just going to hide. Or maybe not actually, because there's a tank right there. Ooh, that's a Panther. I'm not sure if I can kill that, so I'm going to ignore it. If he doesn't see me, there's no need for him to know that I exist. Instead, I actually do manage to kill that Pershing with that shot there, which is quite entertaining. So yeah, that's quite funny actually. Surprisingly enough, this thing's HE round is more than capable of dealing with really anything. I guess it's not as good as the 2S3M, but it's still a threat that has to be yeah, feared of, I guess. Just because you do have enough explosive mass to get into crew compartments. But anyway, this tank in front of me is still kind of chilling. I don't know what he's doing. He's just kind of relaxing, not really doing a whole lot. And unfortunately, that means that this game may turn out to be a bit boring. Never mind. It's an M56. We will absolutely annihilate him because, yeah, HE does really funny things to those sort of tanks. And I guess now we can go back to the B point to perhaps give them a bit of assistance, because I do hear a tank that is not the SU-100, and it looks like it's a 76 jumbo by this kill feed, and also a T-26E5, so we're gonna have to sort of do hit and run tactics here, I think. Or never mind, actually, one of them has already died, which means that we can kind of not push around this corner quite just yet, but there we go, let's go. And let's quickly shoot that guy in the turret, and there we go, there is another kill for us. Alright, there we go. We have captured the zone now, and the enemy team kind of doesn't exist anymore, which is kind of unfortunate. We only have 1,500 spawn points, so we really aren't close to getting a nuke, but you know, still relatively good performance for our first battle today. Alright, I guess to end this game off, we're going to spawn camp these people. Now, unfortunately, I don't really know if they're out of spawn protection or not, because I don't have a machine gun. But, oh, okay, unfortunately, he was still in spawn protection, so we don't get the kill there. Looks like he's out of spawn protection now, but sadly, I'm not sure if I'll be able to reload on time to actually be able to get him. Never mind. There we go. That gives us our final kill for today. Not for today, for this game. Alright, for our next battle, we are here on, I forgot the name of this map, Kuban, there we go. And as you can see, we are zooming around the battlefield. I mean, we're keeping up with the 2S3M, which is also quite a fast SPG, but you know, it's always nice to have a bit of mobility, especially when you're in a not so armored vehicle. Now we're going to try and get up into this hill in front of us here. I'm not sure if we'll be successful, as we are facing Germany, who may have a couple Pumas here and there, and also a couple Tigers as well. We're not going to stop to deal with them, because that would be suicide. Instead, we're just going to try and press through here, or maybe we will actually try and deal with this Panther, because he doesn't seem particularly nice. And, you know, we don't want to deal with those types of tanks. Well, actually we do, actually, because they're easy to kill, but, you know, it's better to not see too many people here at the start of the match. And there we go, looks like that guy has now died as well, so I am going to try and deal with this Tiger right here. And now I'm going to have to kind of run away. I don't want to cause too much noise, because sneaking up here is always a bit difficult sometimes, but then again, if they do decide to appear in front of me, I will shoot them. Alright, there we go. Well, we have successfully made it up here. The problem is this thing is not particularly known to have a lot of gun depression, and you know, that means that we can't really engage targets below us as easily as I'd like to. But you know, it's not exactly a reason to panic quite just yet. If we aim enough, we might just be able to do something really funny. And I'm going to load the proximity shell here, because I think he may be far enough away from us to actually be damaged by that. But, you know, okay, never mind. Looks like I aimed a bit too far away from him there, and I won't be able to get the kill. But if I do go kind of around him here, I should be able to shoot somebody at least. There we go, we'll just quickly deal with that Panther there. Back into cover. I have to watch out what's to the left here as well, but I can't really see him, so hopefully he can't see me either. I'm just going to quickly say this guy, never mind. Instead, we are going to hope and pray that nobody shoots us, even if we are right in front of them. We do see another Tiger here, I think. Just gonna quickly get rid of that. And afterwards, we're gonna get rid of this Tiger as well, because he does seem to be very easy target for me. Well, I say easy, but I can't actually see him. At least I got rid of his engine there, so that means he won't be moving anymore. We'll try and aim a bit higher. Never mind. Looks like someone has gotten the kill, which is fine as well, because that means that we don't have to deal with him anymore. Well, this Gvozdika here is, well, it still exists, that's one thing, but it looks like he is being a bit of a pain to deal with, which isn't very nice. Unfortunately there, I'm really bad at this game, and I'm not able to hit him. I'm going to go after that Sturmtiger later on in the match, but you know, for now we're just going to have to deal with this guy first by sending a HE round at him, and then afterwards we'll just quickly back up so that we don't get shot from their spawn. Now, I'm not sure how to kill this thing from the front with HE. It is a bit of a mystery, and we're also getting shot, so I'm going to have to run away now, because if I don't, I'll be shot by that guy right over there, and that isn't a particularly nice thing to happen to me. I will actually load HE here again. I was thinking of loading heat because of that Sturmtiger, but now that he can't see me and that I can't see him either, there's no point in doing so, and instead it's probably smarter to focus on this Panther over here who doesn't seem to know that I actually just moved positions. Problem is, in this position, I can't really shoot him either, so we're gonna have to just try and maneuver in a smart way. Sadly, this thing's horizontal turret traverse isn't exactly the fastest, so we might have a bit of difficulty actually getting the gun on him. But, you know, it isn't exactly the most tragic thing. Fortunately there, I hit his turret, but it doesn't seem to do any damage. Probably because I didn't aim well enough. And I don't know what he's doing. Oh, he's looking right at me. That's what he's doing. No, he isn't. He isn't. Let's just back up. You know, don't want to cause any unnecessary commotion. This Sturm Tiger still thinks I'm over there. Don't know why, but at least that means that now I can move towards him. Because, well, he isn't looking at me anymore. On another topic of tanks being over here, I hear something like a Tiga behind me, who is unfortunately kind of killed my entire team here. So it's probably best if I go try and deal with him. Presuming he's not looking at me, of course. That would be rather suboptimal. And that Panther is also still a threat. Well, never mind, looks like that Tiger has now been bombed, so we can focus back on the Panther at the edge of the map. Alright, there we go. We do have a relatively good side shot on him now. I'm gonna quickly shoot his turret, just so that, you know, we get a guaranteed kill on him. And now we can go try and deal with the Sturm Tiger. Now, I don't know where it's gone. Never mind, I see it. But it doesn't look like it's moving in front of me, so I'm going to have to get a bit creative here in my positioning and try and balance my tank on these heels here to try and get it into a position where I can actually shoot the tanks below me. Or the tank singular below me. There we go. He doesn't seem to know that I exist anymore. So we'll just take our time. Maybe we shouldn't actually, because he might be looking to shoot allies, but there we go. A 152 heat shell does certainly do the job. This isn't 150, this is 122, never mind. Well, there we go, we see another Tiger right there. Try and lob a shell at him. Unfortunately, he's a bit far away, so I don't quite aim where I should have. And we're going to actually try loading the heat shell. I haven't really used this a whole lot. That was actually my first time there using it, so we're going to use it second time now. And driver loader, that isn't too bad. Now I do know his breach is gone, so there's no need to rush any shots. We can just take your time here and use our kind of bino view to eventually annihilate him. Looks like there are a couple other Tigers behind him as well, so we might as well deal with them too. Well, we just have to try and actually get some gun depression, which is certainly not as easy as it is in, you know, other tanks, which I guess have more gun depression. That guy's also looking right at me. And surprisingly enough, doesn't kill me in that shot. I thought that would have killed me, but unfortunately for him, it didn't. So I can quickly go into cover now and repair our breach, and hopefully not get strafed. Now, sadly, this thing isn't equipped with an autoloader, which means that it doesn't, or is affected by the loss of a loader, which isn't exactly great. But then again, we do have to have a couple compromises. Unfortunately there, I failed to aim for his turret, and that ends up not doing any damage to him. In moments like these, I do wish that I maybe should have loaded the heat shell, just to be safe. But then again, HE is fun to use, so I have no regrets having it as my main shell. Now, unfortunately for me, I have a very ripe Tiger here in front of me, who I can't engage because I lack the gun depression. He may also be looking right at me, or at least paying attention to what's happening to me. And he's actually a very smart player in that he, what is it? Shoots smoke in front of him, who actually, well, it does make me miss him by quite a big margin. Fortunately, my round takes quite a while to reload, so I can't help this friendly IS-2 down here. Instead, I kind of have to wait here like the man I am and watch my allies die. Luckily, we do get revenge though, and that does give us an additional kill. Alright, so we were just shot from that side of the mountain. I don't know how we're still alive, but we are, and our loader or something is red. So, you know, I'm quite surprised we survived that. What's also not so great is that we I forgot what I was going to say. Well, we're getting artillery, that's one thing. But we're also getting surrounded by enemies, which isn't great as well. So, you know, we do have to be quite careful now. I don't know where that Tiger's gone. He seems to have magically disappeared somewhere, which is definitely not a very good sign. You know, disappearing tigers are never really the more sympathetic things to face. And unfortunately, we get artilleried. Alright, our next map is here on Italy, or at least what it used to be called Italy. I forgot what it was called now. Now, I don't really see anybody right now, and that's probably a good thing, because if we did, there'd probably be more than one person, and that would be a bit of trouble to deal with. So then I'm going to try and go around the sea point here, but I don't know, it seems a bit too quiet right now. So maybe I will leave here if I don't really encounter anybody, but never mind. Looks like my expectations are... well, they've come true to life. There seems to be a tiger right in front of me here. So we're going to try and sneak up on him and try and, I guess, shoot him in the turret. I'm not sure if that was a king tiger or a normal tiger. It looks like it's a normal tiger, but he unfortunately runs away from me. So we're going to have to, well, continue chasing him, I guess. Because there doesn't seem to be many other allies of his around here. Now it seems like he is already shooting somebody, which isn't great. He's just freshly gone around that corner right there, so the chase does continue. We also hear a light tank right over here, so we're going to actually get rid of this guy first, since I don't want to get scouted by him. And this tiger seems to be completely unaware of his surroundings. We're just going to chill over here, not move, because that would cause a lot of engine noise. But as soon as we're reloaded, we'll just shoot the back of his turret and do no damage. So we're going to load the heat shell. And I guess kind of just wait for it to reload. We don't want to hit the tree here, so we're going to have to aim a bit to the right. And yeah, just shoot his breach, just to be safe. Then I will load HE. And we will just go right up next to him and shoot him in the turret or something. Because that should get rid of him if we yeah, do enough damage. There we go. Now I guess since we've dealt with all the enemies here, we'll just capture the point, get ourselves a couple more spawn points, and then we can maybe try and move down to the B or A point, where there seem to be a bit more enemies around. Alright, now there seems to be a VK Panther, which has just spawned all the way down there. Now I'm not sure if I'll be able to hit this shot, but it looks like I am, so I do end up killing that guy. Maybe even a second time now if that was the same guy that I killed earlier. But regardless, the enemy team here has captured the B point, which means that there is at least one person here that I have to deal with. And yeah, let's just go see who that is. Alright, now our friendly SPA here is letting us know of a tank in front of him. Sadly, I can't really see anybody, either because I'm blind or because it doesn't exist. Probably the first, because there is someone right in front of me. I'm not sure if I can kill a tiger from over here. I've already tried once. But, you know, if we aim a bit to the side, it looks like we are able to get into his crew compartment, which does give us a kill. Alright, that's suboptimal. Alright, now there's M19 over here. Seems to be having difficulties with some tank. I don't know what he's trying to point out, unfortunately. I'm not sure what he's pointing out. Now, never mind. It is now dead. At least I hope it is. I don't know why he was scared of that, though. He could have easily gone through the front of that. But regardless, maybe we'll try and go to the B point, because it looks like this battle is already quite over. Or maybe we'll go to the A point, since usually a lot more people go over there. Alright, well, as promised, someone is now capturing the A point. Unfortunately, I don't quite have any eyes on it. Never mind, I have eyes on it. It's a puma. I don't know where he's gone though, which is a bit worrying, since he could just be hiding behind the bushes. Did this guy just ram me? I think he might have, but whatever. Maybe it was accidental. It probably was, actually. There we go. Looks like we see the puma in question, so we'll just quickly get rid of him. We do know there was a panther in the area as well though, so I don't want to be too pushy when it comes to engaging the zone, but it looks like this M41's sending it, so I might as well do the same. Although I hear the panther now, and hopefully my M41 friend does as well, but he doesn't, so he unfortunately gets killed. I have to retreat because I don't have the reload rate to deal with two panthers. Hopefully I'm able to out-reload or out just run away from this guy right over here and survive. Well, there we go. Looks like he's either been shot now or is shooting somebody. Now, unfortunately, my gun isn't turned the correct way, but we can just wait for him to move in front of us, and that does give us another kill. But before we actually move anywhere, we are not going to, because there is some light tank. We're just going to quickly annihilate with the HE shell. And now we can hopefully go capture the zone. Alright, there we go. The zone is captured. And they've also lost the game on C as well, so it looks like we will win this one. Or hopefully at least, as the enemy team doesn't have too many people left anymore. But you know, we shouldn't always let our guard down, and we should kind of just patrol the area around the city here and just, I guess, destroy any remaining tanks that they have if they do come in front of us. Alright, never mind. It looks like someone is starting to capture B now, so we'll go and deal with whatever's on there. Never mind, it looks like it's died, so we won't be doing that. Our team has done quite a good job this game, so it looks like that we don't have to do anything more, it looks like. So that is always nice. I guess now we just wait for the tickets to bleed, and then the game will be over. Now we do actually hear some mysterious vehicle in front of us. We are unfortunately not able to HE him, but you know, the game will end and we'll win the game, so that's only really what's important. Sadly, he's now run away, so yeah, no kill for me there, but then again, 9 kills, 2 capture zones is certainly not a bad result. Alright, well there you have it. The 2S1 Gvozdika is quite a fun vehicle, you know, it's at 6.0, which means that you can't really bring it with a whole lot of other tanks. I mean, you have the IS-2, you have the Gvozdika, and I guess you can bring the Tu-2 if you really want to, and maybe other air superiority planes. But other than that, there isn't really a whole lot much, but still, it's, in my opinion, a very fun tank to play, and if you're thinking of getting it, then I do recommend it, since, yeah, it's just really very similar to what you have in 2S3M, so if you enjoy playing this thing, you'll enjoy this thing as well. But anyway, that does it for me today. If you want to see any other videos on other tanks which were added, let me know in the comments below. And that does it for me today, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye!